Hey everyone, and welcome back to the greatest channel on earth, Screenweens. Today I'm going to be doing another tier list. If you don't know who I am, I'm London. I'm one of the people that runs this channel. We have a podcast. I watch a lot of bad movies, and I finally watched all 15 of the Puppet Master movies. I had a phase where I was just rolling through them. I was just fucking tearing through them. But then I stopped, and I hadn't seen the Axis trilogy. I hadn't seen the reboot. I hadn't seen the two newer spin-offs, like solo spin-offs, and I hadn't seen the crossover with Demonic Toys. So I'd only seen the first, I think, 9. But now I've seen all 15, and I'm ready to make them into a tier list. I was thinking, like, a lot of my tier lists are pretty, like, oh god, people disagree with them. But I'm like, is there anyone on Earth that cares about Puppet Master to the point that they'd, like, come for me? Speaking of coming for you, the bottom category is Charles Band, I Am Coming to Get You. Because, Charles Band, I Am Coming to Get You. And then the finest ones are going to be under Toulon's Greatest Gifts. There's 15 of these. We're just going to quickly go through them. Probably going to disagree with them with my ratings. That's fine. I would say 2 of these are good. 5 of these are watchable. I guess that, well, 3 that aren't good are watchable. And then the rest are bad. But yeah, we got Toulon's Greatest Gifts, we got decent, we got bad, we got terrible, we got Charles Band, I'm Coming to Get You. And unfortunately, this first one is gonna go in Charles Band, I'm Coming to Get You. I don't know how this was able to, like, build this giant empire around it, because this first one is abysmal. Outside of some fun puppet designs, it's just so boring. It's just really lame. And I hate it a lot. It's my second least favorite Puppet Master movie. Which is really funny because the director that made this, I think you pronounce his name David Schmoller. He made Tourist Trap, which is awesome! But Puppet Master is awful. 2, I guess I'll put in terrible. It's just slightly better than 1, though. Mostly because Torch is a pretty fun puppet. I like the Flamethrower Man. It's a little less dull, but it already feels repetitive, which is a nightmare to think about, because it's like, there's 15 of these, and the second one already feels repetitive? Well, the first one already felt repetitive. But yeah, pretty terrible. Now, 3, I would say, is almost a good movie. It rules. It cuts back to Nazi Germany, and they make the puppets like the good guys, and they're fighting Nazis. It's very fun. It introduces Six Shooter, which is one of the best puppets. I love Six Shooter. I love Pinhead. I love Blade, but Six Shooter is iconic. He's just a cowboy with 6 arms. It's sick as hell. 4 is like bad, but it's on the cusp, so it's like almost decent. I really like what they do. There's a lot of groundwork they put into 4. 4 and 5 are like, 5's a direct sequel to 4, which they don't usually do, and it actually carries on the characters, and it actually feels like they have meaningful growth. So as much as, like, I don't think 4's that good of a movie, I really appreciate what it does. And also, it's, like, has some fun puppets. It has a weird robot. It has a cool Devil Man. Speaking of the Devil Man, Puppet Master 5 is the best Puppet Master movie. Now, don't leave now. I know a lot of you are like, I hate Puppet Master 5. Well, you're wrong. But we can all agree that all of these movies are just a gem. Or the worst thing ever, depending on the day. But yeah, 5 is awesome. I love the giant devil puppet thing. Safet, I think is... No, that's not right. Something like that, though. He's awesome. And it's definitely worth a watch. Honestly, if you're gonna watch a Puppet Master movie, watch just 4 and 5. In my opinion, like, that's good. Curse of the Puppet Master is... It's terrible. It's almost Charles Band, I'm Coming to Get You worthy. However, what's so frustrating is that's the best poster. That poster is fucking awesome. It's so much fun. But the movie is it's just a standard Puppet Master affair. Extremely boring until like the last like 5 minutes and maybe like two minutes in between. It's pretty bad. Speaking of bad, Retro Puppet Master is hated on so much, but it's fine. It's bad, but it's fine. Like, Greg Sestero is like a young Andre Toulon, and he's great. He's really bad, but he's great because of it. And in general, like, I think it might just be because there's not a ton of puppet stuff going on, but I mean, there's not a ton of puppet stuff going on in any of these, if we're being honest. And like the human stuff in this is so like overacted and really like weird that it makes for a pretty entertaining experience. You know what's not entertaining? Taking the first the first 7 movies and making a clip show of them. Puppet Master The Legacy is easily the worst Puppet Master movie because it's just recycled video with like maybe 7 minutes of new footage. It's lazy, it's cheap. It made me want to never watch a Full Moon movie again. I was already like, it's like you hate yourself for watching these movies. And then you hate yourself even more for watching Puppet Master The Legacy. Which is also funny because it really feels like what they're trying to do is they're trying to put 7 movies of content into one so that they can like reinvigorate the brand for the next entry. But the next like mainline entry wasn't for another 7 years. So I'm just like, what the was it just money? It's yes, but it's frustrating. Puppet Master vs. Demonic Toys I watched today, and I had heard it was terrible, but you all are fucking liars because it's awesome. It's so dumb. Corey Feldman is acting like a maniac the entire time. They're like, plays like the grandson of Andre Toulon or something like that. And he's like, the first scene, they're putting together puppets and trying to recreate the formula. And he talks to his daughter. He's like, hey, how's the next bitch going? And she's like, what? And he's like, sorry, I meant batch. I was thinking of my ex-wife, your mom. And I'm just like, what the hell am I watching? And it's also like a lot more kid-friendly than most of these. It feels like a kid's movie at times, which I think works really well for it. And, like, not a lot of puppet stuff, but the characters in it are so just, like, wildly endearing because they're so strange. And I'm just a big fan. Ted Nicolau, the guy who directed it, he's awesome. He's the best director that works at Full Moon. He directed the Subspecies movies, which 5 comes out soon. I'm so pumped. But yeah, he's great. Not great. Yeah. I'm just gonna say all 3, rapid succession, all 3 of the Axis trilogy, just terrible movies. I think that the 3rd might be the best because it has weird, like, Nazi magic. And there's, like, a little person who's, like, a wizard. It's, like, almost to the point that it's fun. It's not because it's a late era Puppet Master movie. But, like, there's something going on there. But the whole thing looks terrible, all 3 of them. And it's, like, there's a lot of racist stuff in Puppet Master, but it's really, really bad in the Axis trilogy. Yeah. And I just watched this one last night, but The Littlest Reich, I also think is awful. Maybe if, like, I were to not have any expectations watching that and then 1, I'd be like, yeah, this is much better than it. But it's like, you do have the expectation. You're like, this is made by, like, you know, it has, like, a trailer, and it's not made by Full Moon, and looks like, you know, there's, like, an actual actor as the lead. It's just like, what the hell? Is this going to be good? No, it's terrible. They don't spend any of their time, you know, fleshing out their characters. They have kills all over the place. And it's like, yes, I always complain about not enough puppets in these movies, but then it's the monkey's paw of now there's too many puppets. Yes, I love the puppets, but it's like, they're not doing anything. They're just killing people. I just like it when they run around, you know? I just like them running around. There's a couple fun kills in this. It's not the worst Puppet Master movie, but it's up there. It's pretty bad. I was pretty disappointed. However, the last two we're going to talk about are the two solo ones they've done recently, and I actually would say that both of these, Blade and then Dr. Death, are decent. I really think this is the way to go for Full Moon properties, like an hour-long, low budget. They're always low budget. But an hour-long little endeavor into one character, just, being a weirdo, is very fun. I liked both of these a decent amount. I would say both of them are still not good movies, but pretty okay. Which is high praise. As you can see, most of these are bad movies. And, if I were to show any regular person these top 5, they would also probably think they're bad movies. But Full Moon has a special place in my heart that it won't leave. And I'm addicted to these movies. Furnace Leech Woman has a solo movie coming out that I'll probably watch. Unfortunately. And Charles Band, if you're watching this, I have 5 ideas for Puppet Master movies. Shoot me an email. I'll write them for $20 because I know your budget's probably $40. Anyway, thank you all for watching my epic Puppet Master video. And yeah, if you like this content, hit that subscribe button. Put a comment what I should do a tier list of next, or what other Full Moon property deserves maybe a look through. All right, goodbye.